I think fog of war is quite neat in games where you can just look into a room and then see only the areas where you're actually looking at. So I set out on a little adventure to figure out how to do this. So the first thing I did was I created a little game world with some dynamic lighting, and as you can see here, I've already got like some inkling of hiding items within areas that you can't see. As you can see with this with the flashlight as well. You know, it's all pretty simple stuff, but this sets up the rest of the experience for me. Now, with this, I want to detect where the actual buildings are, and to do this, I'll be using a flood fill algorithm, where flood fill essentially just takes in all the nearby areas that are basically the same. You know, like how, a bucket fill inside of a paint program, right? It's basically that, except we're going to be detecting tiles where I've already placed down buildings and walls and doors. That's going to be like obstructions, and then we're going to try and find the outside area of it with the flood fill. Now, this is an ideal solution for the types of buildings I want to be making, which are going to be irregular shapes instead of square shapes. If it was square shapes, I would not need a flood fill whatsoever. I could literally just take some boxes around everywhere and that. But since it is a bunch of just like random building shape things, I am going to need a flood fill for this. I've created the flood fill algorithm, and as you can see, it works pretty much perfectly, right? So we can see here that this room here is, this not exactly enclosed space, but that room there is enclosed. So we have this like, it's been filled in with some tiles to show that it's been filled in, right? These are a lot of rooms here, and they've all been enclosed correctly. As you can see here, we've also got the walls as well that have been shown to be separated from the rest of the world, and the white stuff here, that's all just the outside world as well. And yeah, that's the flood fill working. So, why is this useful? Well, I wanted the flood fill so that I can accurately detect where the buildings were, right? Get all the rooms out of a building and make them hidden. Very hidden, in fact. And why I wanted to do this was because, well, I like the aesthetics of games like Darkwood and Project Zomboid, where obviously you can't see everything. Like, for example, in Darkwood, right? You got, it's just obviously fog, isn't it? Items are hidden within the fog. Same thing with Project Zomboid, where the zombies are also hidden in the fog as well. Usually, and you'll see this happen most inside of buildings and that. So I wanted to have something akin to this. Now, there are quite a few ways to implement this. For example, black tiles, using shader magic, or just keeping the canvas modular that I'm already using, right? The black tiles alone, they don't look as good, but they are pretty easy to implement. Shader magic is probably a bit harder in it, and the canvas modular is a bit boring just to use by itself. So, I went down the shader route, and I connected it to the tile map that fills in the black tiles, right? So, essentially, after the flood fill, we then have this, like, we just have these black tiles that are covering these rooms, and with this, we can attach a shader, which I got this from Reddit post about line of sight and that all it does is just take in like some the light value, and then it just makes the texture disappear for wherever the light's hitting it, something like that. I think it is. I don't know, it was like 4 lines of code anyways, so it wasn't actually that hard to do. But with this, we can actually like show the rooms that are, in a fog of war. And also I made it so that the players, when a player enters the room, they also highlight the room as well in like a lighter tile color, which was pretty neat to do. It actually shows you which room you're in as well. So yeah. Anyways, this was fun to do, especially with hiding stuff in the dark as well. This is just a little mini video just to go over what I did. thanks for making this far into the video. If you enjoyed that, then please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to me, as that would help me out quite a lot. And you can also check out more content that I release in the future. Anyways, I'll leave you with these things on the side here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.